Accidents are a fact of life, but if you are injured in the process, you may be legally entitled to recover fair compensation. But sometimes it's not that cut and dry, especially if insurance companies aren't paying up. And that's why having an awarded and trusted legal team behind you is so essential. The firm of Larson and Larimer takes the personal approach to all of their cases, and they really go the distance for their clients. With me this morning is Larry Schneider from the firm. Good to see you again, Larry.
Good to see you.
So today I know we're really going to focus on injuries that may happen while you're at a shopping mall, a store. What type of injuries can happen in these spaces?
Well, we see a lot of different types of injuries, everything from shoulder injuries. You fall, you go to put your hand out and support yourself. People fall, they injure their knees. People will strike their head. So any of the normal injuries you would see, but the most prevalent are neck, back, head, shoulders, and knees.
So if you're injured in a shopping mall or a store, can you bring a claim up to an attorney?
Well, you can.
Okay.
Now, inside of the mall or a store, you commonly see things like people slipping on water or slipping on debris that's on the ground. Those cases can be brought, but there are some caveats to that we'll talk about.
Okay, and I want to give your number really quick in case this has happened to them. Write it down. We're going to go over a little bit today, but you really need to talk more in depth. It's 303-647-3980. Again, 303-647-3980. So what if you're injured outside the store, maybe in the parking lot?
So those are really the ones that you have to talk to a lawyer quickly, because there may be multiple entities or people that are involved in that. If you injure yourself in the parking lot on a slip and fall, let's say on snow and ice, there could be a snow removal company as well as the property. And we have to figure that out early in the case to figure out who might be responsible for those injuries.
And how difficult are these claims?
Well, that's what we need to talk about, because these cases are tough. There's a lot of law firms in town that don't touch these things because they are tough. Statistically, 90% of these cases that make it all the way to trial will lose. And that's because the law on these is not simple. It's not just simple negligence. There's a thing called the Colorado Premises Liability Act, and that sets out the rules that we lawyers have to prove to win these cases, so they're not easy.
That's interesting. So when should someone call the team at Larson and Larimer with these types of issues?
So a couple key points here. Number one, if you are injured, you want to make sure you report that right away, and then you want to call us. But most importantly, we want to help people who have significant injuries. Because these cases are so hard, if you've had surgery or if you have high medical bills or things of that nature, we want to talk to you. Even if it's a little lesser claim, we can give you some pointers over the phone. But the ones that you really want a lawyer for are the ones that you have more significant injuries and claims.
Since you said they're tough to beat, when is a store liable for injuries of someone?
So as I was mentioning, the Colorado Premises Liability Act lays out the rules. And typically what you have to prove is that the store knew or should have known of this dangerous condition. So for example, you go into the store and someone right in front of you drops a Coke can on the floor and it spills Coke. If that happens right as you turn the corner, should the store have known about it? The answer is probably no. But if it's been sitting there for 5 minutes and they've never cleaned it up and you fall, that's a whole nother case. We have to do that investigation to figure that out. Often there's video, so we have to request that video because the stores will get rid of it quickly. So you've got to do all that legwork right up front.
They would intentionally get rid of it. Sometimes?
You never want to say that, but there are cases where it is true.
Well, I said it. I don't know. What about like an escalator? Do you have to be concerned about those, slips and falls?
So we've seen all kinds of accidents. Escalators, the walking carpets that you see out there at the airport and different shopping centers. Absolutely. So it runs the gamut from people falling on produce in the grocery store, slip and falls on ice, elevators, escalators. You know, if the elevator doesn't go all the way down and you trip over that ledge, that can be a potential claim. So there's lots of different options out there.
But then it goes back again, how quickly should they have known about it? If it's been doing it for a while, they're liable.
Absolutely, that's the key.
Okay, now what about if a guest is injured in your own home? What do we do there?
So we always like to talk to folks about protecting themselves.
Right.
And so your renter's insurance or your homeowner's insurance will protect you if someone's injured on your property, whether it be inside your house, in your driveway, in your backyard. If you've got those trampolines and some kid should get hurt, if one of your dogs causes a bite, those kinds of things. So protect yourself because if you don't, you might be liable personally for that.
Okay, let me give the number again. It just takes a couple minutes to give them a call. They can run through a few things with you and find out if you do have a case. Again, the number 303-647-3980. 303-647-3980. What other types of cases does Larson and Larimer handle?
Well, we do all kinds of injury cases. So, of course, we handle car accidents, big and small, wrongful death cases, trucking cases. We'll do cases called dram shop cases. So if someone was drinking at a bar or a restaurant and they caused the accident, we'll handle those. We do probate matters, whatever people need. Even if we don't do it, we'd love you to call so we can get you to the right attorney, someone that's trusted, not just looking in the internet or through the yellow pages.
Good, good. And, you know, there are a lot of different cases out there. There are a lot of law firms out there. Why would you encourage our viewers today to call Larson and Larimer to handle their case?
Well, we're a little bit different in that we're not the big shops, the ones that you see advertising. So we are a small firm. We will handle you personally. You're going to have multiple people on your case. Also on our business cards, all of our attorneys give our cell phone numbers. So if you need something on night or the weekend, we're there for you. We want to be there to hold your hand throughout the entire process, to educate you, and to really help you through the entire process beginning to end, whether that be settling it or we're trial lawyers. If we need to, we'll go all the way to trial. So you're never going to be handed off to another law firm.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yep, great educational information here today. You can put the attorneys of Larson and Larimer to work for you. They do handle a wide variety of claims, including motor vehicle accidents, insurance disputes, slip and falls, and wrongful death claims. Their attorneys have helped people recover millions of dollars in compensation. The attorneys from Larson and Larimer will give you the personal attention that you deserve and aggressively pursue your case against those who have caused your injuries. So give them a call today. Again, the number 303-647-3980, or find them online at personalinjurydenver.com. And they paid for their segment.